What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Demar Sports here, coming back at you with another MLB video. And today, unfortunately, we are going to be doing an episode of By the Numbers on the Angels' 9-game losing streak. I cannot fathom the stats I'm about to tell you guys. Like, it is mind-blowing. I don't know how bad you think the Angels have been in this 9-game stretch, but strap in. They legitimately might be the worst team in baseball right now. Like, I am about to show you some stats. Viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised. If you have a weak stomach, please turn off the video. It is not going to be good. It is not going to be good. You do not want to hear these stats, especially if you're an Angels fan like myself. But we got to talk about it. We have to talk about it. It is absolutely mind-bogglingly atrocious how bad this team has been performing lately. And I think it's time we do a deep dive into the stats and talk about what's going wrong. Spoiler alert, it's literally everything. It is legitimately every single thing. There is not one bright spot at the moment to even talk about. There's not one silver lining involved in this. It is just all bad. It is just all bad. Okay. But before we do get into the video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more painful Angels content as well as MLB content. It's not all Angels, but it's a lot of Angels, I'll be completely honest with you guys. Let's start diving into the stats and see what the hell is wrong with the Angels right now. These are the Angels stats right now, offensively. Starting at, these are the criterias I have in here, starting at after their last win. Their last win was on May 24th. May 24th versus the Texas Rangers. So since then, these are their stats for May 25th and onward. On May 24th, the Angels were 27-17. They are currently 27-26. It is mind-blowing. But keep in mind, so this is their stats in that stretch. Since May 24th, these are their stats, okay? So I'm just going to rattle them off to you. You can see the stats already. They're not very good. But how bad are they? That is the actual question. Well, WRC Plus is a stat I love to use. It's basically a number. 100 is league average. The Angels are 29th in WRC Plus with 81 in this stretch. 29th in WRC Plus. They are 28th in slugging percentage at 342. They are 28th in on-base percentage. These are their ranks among Major League Baseball, by the way. So out of 30, they are 29th in WRC+, 28th in the MLB in slugging, 28th in on-base percentage, 27th in batting average. They have the 6th highest strikeout percentage in all of baseball. They have the 29th best walk percentage in all of baseball. There's only one team with a worse walk percentage than them. And in this stretch, they have also scored the fewest runs of any team in Major League Baseball. Now let's go over some individual stats during this stretch. You see, our best hitter by WRC Plus has been Max Stassi. He actually has a 165 WRC Plus in this stretch, which is very surprising. Matt Duffy's been crushing the ball, 214 WRC Plus. Jared Walsh has been okay at 120. Shohei Ohtani's been above average at 112. Then you have Taylor Ward at 73, has just not been good. Juan Lagares at 109 in a very small sample size. Very small sample size, 18 plate appearances. Then you have Luis Rengifo with a 69 WRC Plus, which is kind of surprising because it feels like Rengifo's been one of our better players, but statistically he has not been. Then you have Tyler Wade at 48 WRC Plus. Andrew Velasquez rocking a 2. Literally 2. Not 200, not 98. 2. 1-2 WRC Plus. Brandon Marsh with a 6. Whopping 6. Wow. Give him a round of applause. And Michael Nelson Trout. Michael Nelson Trout, the greatest player of our generation. 20 WRC Plus in this stretch. That is mind-blowingly bad. Oh my god. 34% strikeout percentage. He has struck out 34% of the times. He has 38 plate appearances, 1 home run, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, 2.6 walk percentage, 34.2 strikeout percentage. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. Oh my god, that's so bad. He has legitimately been one of the worst players in baseball over this stretch. That just can't happen. He is supposed to be the centerpiece of this franchise, and he has just literally been awful. And honestly, that goes for everybody. The only guy I can really hang my hat on right now has been Matt Duffy, and apparently Max Stassi, but it honestly feels like he hasn't been that good. But he's, 333, 429, 458. That's not too shabby, of course. Matt Duffy's been getting hits left and right, but outside of that, man, every single player on this team has been struggling right now. It is absolutely insane. Now you may be wondering, okay, well, maybe the offense is putting up that many runs, but as long as the pitching staff's doing all right, you'll at least win some games. Let's go over the pitching numbers. You can take a look at these pitching numbers. You can tell that these are not very good. You know, it's no secret they're not very good. 4.7 expected FIP, 5.69 fielding independent pitching. This is what their ERA would be with, you know, a league average defense, something like that. Their 6.9 ERA, pretty impressive there. 1.99, almost 2 home runs every game. Nice. Let's take a look at where they rank among the MLB, shall we? Okay. Starting off with ERA. So 29th in earned run average in Major League Baseball, second only to the Rockies. 27th in WHIP. Walks and hits per inning pitch. 27th in WHIP. 30th in fielding independent pitching, 5.69 right here. 27th in left on base percentage. So basically, anytime somebody's getting on base, half the time they're going to score. About half the time. A regular left on base percentage, probably around 80%. That's like league average. They're at 64.6%. That is mind-blowing. 30th in home runs per 9. We already talked about 2 home runs per 9. That's the worst in baseball. 25th in walks per 9. That is the 25th worst in baseball. 25th in strikeouts per 9. So they're not striking anybody out. They're walking a ton of people. They're allowing a lot of home runs. And they're 28th in ground ball percentage, too. Because we actually have a pretty decent defense behind them, but they are 28th in ground ball percentage, so they're not giving them any ground balls to work with. All they're doing is hitting fly balls and balls in the gap and home runs. Nothing has been on the ground. They have the lowest, or the third lowest ground ball percentage in all of baseball. Now let's take a look at some individual stats right here. During this stretch, Aaron Loup actually surprisingly a .9 FIP to go along with his 13.5 ERA. You read that right. .9 FIP, 13.5 ERA. So statistically speaking, what this is saying is that he's been getting screwed. But I'll be honest, yeah, it doesn't matter. 13.5 ERA is it's ridiculous. Left on base percentage for him, 66%. Not great. 833 BABIP. So, and as long as somebody's making contact with Aaron Loup right now, it is going to be a hit. That is basically what this is saying right here. Raisel Iglesias, 1.15 PIP. He's been all right, but he's only pitched 1 inning in this stretch, and he has a loss to show for it after he gave up an unearned run. Jansen Junk, not terrible. 1 inning pitched, 0 ERA. Good for him. Jimmy Herget. Round of applause for Jimmy Herget. The only guy I feel confident about coming out of the bullpen right now. 3 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 1.48 FIP. Archie Bradley surprisingly has a 1.65 FIP, even though he's allowed a lot of inherited runners to score. Andrew Wantz, 2.1 ERA, 2.1 innings pitched, 0 ERA, 2.29 FIP, so not terrible. Mike Myers, ironically, has the 7th lowest FIP in this stretch for the Angels, with 2 innings pitched. Mike Lorenzen's been our best starter with a 3.45 and a 4 ERA. Patrick Sandoval, 3.48 FIP, with a 15 ERA. Oliver Ortega, 3.58 FIP, 19.2 ERA. It's been terrible. Kenny Rosberg, good for you, man, just below 5. And everybody else, man, it has just been an absolute train wreck. Even Shohei, Ryan Tepera, Noah Syndergaard with a FIP over 10. A FIP over 10? That's terrible. That is insanely bad. Jaime Barria, FIP over 8. Ryan Tepera, FIP over 8. Silseth over 8. Otani over 8. Bearclaw over 6. It has just been an absolute, like, for lack of a better word, a fucking train wreck. It is. It's just insane. Now, we can sit here and criticize them all they want, but I legitimately don't know how you turn this around. Like, it's not just a skid. Like, everybody has bad weeks, everybody has bad games, everybody has, you know, a cold stretch, but literally every single player on the Angels is in a massive slump. Every single player. Like I said, Matt Duffy's getting some base hits, good for him, but like, and Aaron Loup has a low FIP. But literally every single thing that could go the Angels' way is not going the Angels' way, like the double play ball that hit off the umpire and turned it into an infield single. Or, like I said, Aaron Loup's low FIP and high ERA. That means things aren't going his way. Shohei Otani has a 111 BABIP and has been hitting 90-plus mile-per-hour line drives the entire stretch. Nothing is going the Angels' way. They're getting unlucky. They're playing like absolute garbage. Their pitching's been terrible. Their starting pitching's been terrible. Their bullpen's been terrible. The defense has been mediocre at best. The offense has been the worst in all of baseball. It's just frustrating. It is insane. I don't know how this team was 10 plus games over 500 and now they legitimately look like they don't belong. None of them look like they belong in Major League Baseball. I am not confident in a single player on the Angels doing anything right now. I don't want Mike Trout up with the bases loaded and nobody out. I think he's going to strike out. Maybe I have a little bit of confidence in Shohei, but he's just going to get called out on a strike 4 inches outside of the zone. I have no faith in... I have a little faith in Raisel Iglesias still, I guess. A little bit. I have faith in Jimmy Herget. But I have no faith in any of our starters. I don't have faith in Shohei. I don't have faith in Syndergaard. I don't have faith in Lorenzen, Sandoval. Literally none of them. Even though I think they all have really good stuff, none of them have been pitching well. Nobody's hitting. Nobody... Maybe Andrew Velasquez, I have faith in his defense. I just don't know. I have no faith in anybody coming in clutch when they need to. Like, I posted this on Twitter earlier. Mike Lorenzen, going into today's game against Zach Wheeler, he would need to throw 9 innings, strike out all 27 batters, and have a -1, and give up -1 earned runs. He would somehow need to find a way to take a run away from the Phillies without the Angels scoring a run. And that's the only possible way we would win the ball game. That's how bad it is right now. The Angels are leaving every single runner that they get in scoring position on base. Apparently, they can only get hits with 2 outs, which is mind-blowing. Literally, if you watch the Angels game today, it'll be, you know, strikeout, strikeout, hit with 2 outs, hit with 2 outs, strikeout. That's literally, it feels like every single inning is like that for the Angels. They have just been mind-blowingly terrible. I don't know what to do. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Obviously, I'm frustrated. I'm sure a lot of you are frustrated as well. I don't think it's a Joe Madden issue either. I would like to possibly see Matt Wise get fired. I think Matt Wise is a big part of it. I don't think Madden... There's really nothing he can do right now. Like, I legitimately... I know people are critical of managers regardless of the situation, but there is legitimately not a single thing I think Madden can do right now to win a ball game. Because Mike Trout's not hitting. What are you going to do? You're going to move Mike Trout down in the order? You're going to move Shohei down in the order? Like, the only guy who's hitting, like we looked at, are Max Stassi and Matt Duffy. Like... There's nothing that the manager could do right now. It definitely has something to do with the pitching coach. I agree with that. And probably the hitting coach. Probably fire both of them. But I would not fire Madden. I don't think Madden is the issue. I think that our coaching staff has just been... Or just the guys all having a mental block or something. I don't know what's going on, man. But it's getting to the point where... You know, you're literally just throwing the season away every single day. This team was 10 plus games over 500, and all of a sudden we are 1 game away from being at 500, and we're facing the guy who should have won the Cy Young Award last year versus a guy who we picked up off the street and paid $8 million to be our number 6 starter this year. You tell me if that sounds like how you're going to end a 9-game losing streak. Because I think it's going to go to at least 10, and I'm not super confident about tomorrow either with Sandoval versus, who's that other guy? Whoever the Philly starter is, he's pretty good. So I am not super confident this streak is ending anytime soon. We might get swept by the Phillies. I'm pretty confident in that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll see y'all in the next one. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Help it reach more Angels fans so we can all suffer together. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Appreciate you guys all watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.